Hello, Lasse. Greetings. It is already 10 o'clock in the evening, and I've been spending a few hours on coming up with an idea for a course for odd meters. And it starts with 5 because 3 is something that you already know. And I will skip from 5 to 7 to 9 to 11, and then maybe even some more. So today I made backing tracks for you to jam along with, compose the bass line that I like, and I hope you will like it too. But before I get into that, I wanted to first say thank you so much for all the work you put into Giant Steps. I really dig your final video. And if you don't know that you composed this one piece in it, it sounds very nicely like integrated in what you're doing. It sounds really interesting. Uh, can't really say that you sound like anybody else. And you can clearly hear the changes, which is beautiful. So I'm totally fine with um, bringing that one to an end for now so we can focus on new material. Also, thank you for letting me know kind of like how things are going for you right now. And I am still kind of wondering about the surprise. I have um, I have an idea of what it could be. Um, so if I'm wrong, please don't hold it against me. But it's either a gig or your girlfriend might be expecting. I actually, if I had to bet on it, I would say the latter. Um, it's just kind of you have that relaxed feel, and you seem to be quite happy, and it reminds me very much of my own state of mind when I found out that my wife was pregnant for the first time. So that's gonna be my bet, is that you might be expecting and you might be becoming a father. So okay, of course you don't have to say anything. I will find out sooner or later. Hopefully everything is going well according to plan, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I also, before I get into the 5, wanted to get you started on a solo piece. I wanted to give you some tips of how to approach it. I've also written several solo pieces, slap style, with harmonics, with fingers, and I have found that the best way to approach it is to first of all um, dedicate it to something outside of music. So rather than looking at it as an etude or an exercise, I would consider a dedication. Um, so something, or for somebody that you write the piece for, or for something that you write the piece for. It could be a situation, it could be a person, it could be a feeling. The reason being that when you have to make choices down the line, what to keep and what to add, what tempo to use, what kind of emotion you want to portray, you can always return to the original image in your mind of what you're dedicating the piece to, and then you can make sense. Because um, there are, the problem is that we have too many choices. Not a lot of times it's not like we don't have ideas. A lot of times it's we have too many ideas and are not sure which one is appropriate. So okay, step one, dedicated to somebody or something, and have that image kind of in your mind. Okay, second, the next thing you want to do is you want to approach it like a jam session. Take your bass and keep the image in mind, and start jamming, and you're fishing for ideas is what I call it. And keep in mind that it's a solo piece, so you don't want to start using overdubs, multi-tracking. For this particular piece, I would say it should be only you and your instrument. So chords, harmonies, harmonics, double stops, all these kind of things, can help. But ideally is you need a seed. And so the seed usually comes when you jam. So once you are ready to do this, make sure you record everything you do. It doesn't have to be super high quality, it could be just your little cell phone, but you want to have it on record even if nothing shows up. And what you want to do is, if you have a feeling that there was some interesting stuff, listen to your jam when you're detached from it. So in other words, kind of like best time to do it is before you go to bed. Just listen to your jam, because you're going to hear if there's a seed for your solo inside of your jam. And then next day when you go back to it, then you isolate that, and then you repeat that seed over and over again, and then you make that into the core of the song, and then around that you can start sculpting it. And so you can continue like that. Once you have your seed, you jam again, record everything else to look for a connector to the next section. So those are the important things. Always record, because you don't know when the idea is going to come. And in my experience, sometimes the idea only came one time, and then I tried to repeat it, and I already forgot what it was. And so for that reason, if you have the tape rolling, you can go back to it and you can transcribe it right there, and you're good to go. Okay, so that is for the beginning of your solo piece. Now let's get started on odd meters. So the secret of playing odd meters in a relaxed way is to feel it as if it's even. And there is a simple technique that I'm going to show you. I've prepared a drum track for you. This is a slow version, and I have a slow and a fast version for you. But to demonstrate, I'm going to play the slow version. And what you want to do is you want to be able to feel a 5/8 groove as 2 bars of 5/8 inside of a 5/4, so that your foot can be hitting quarter notes on the ground, even though it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to feel the 5/8 in 2 different ways. One related to the beat, and the second half related to the offbeat. So let me demonstrate this for you. So here's the beat. It goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first thing you want to do, once you count along with it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3. This is what you want to learn, to feel it in 5/4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 1, 2. So that's where your foot is on the ground. You're feeling it like as if it's straight. That'll take the sort of like, the hump out of the odd meter. Now, the next thing is, let's take 4 notes. This is the next step. So you want to practice just playing eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, G, C, D. And you notice how the foot is going 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and so do this until you're totally comfortable with it. And then after that, double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And keep doing that until you're feeling comfortable. Jamming a little bit. Okay, so let's say you are at that point, you got this far. The next thing we're gonna do is introduce the actual